And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. The give on the option.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. To the air, it's Sanders. Hauls it in. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Really nice play call there, because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And the Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. He'll set up to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown! Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Gonna swing it on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that can get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
The Sun Devils will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Caught behind the line. It's Bermudez. There he goes. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Quick release by the QB. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 20. It's first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Back to pass on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Gonna look downfield again. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. He's got it down the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It'll be third and long. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the back. And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sanders. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Calls his own number. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Quarterbacks generally, as we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. The lone back's got it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gets it out quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. first down. It's 2nd and 5. Trying to run, it's Willingham. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. The give on the inside. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. They feed him again. He's past the 30. Great move. Now he's got room. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Easy. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. 42, Spider. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. RPO complete to open the drive. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Clark. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on that.
Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time he's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on third down, forcing the fourth down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Pass to 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down and run. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
How about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Makes a move. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own stand. There he goes! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Sanders. Out of the backfield, he's open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of